Welcome to the latest edition of Inside the Arena, Sweetmore's live sessions, where every single week on the official Rochdale Football Club YouTube, we bring you some of the best live acoustic music in the area, live from here at the Crown Oil Arena. We are here in conjunction with LLH Films, there who's making it look and sound good. And our guest today is, if you're from the Rochdale area, no stranger whatsoever. Our guest on Inside the Arena at Sweetmore's live sessions tonight, Leah Fisher. How are you doing, Leah?
I'm good, how are you?
Really good. Now, when this started a few weeks ago and we put on social media about us doing it and people getting in touch, we had over 100 people get in touch within about 48 hours, and your name got tagged in it more than anybody's. So it's got to be good, this one today.
Well, I don't know, I just do a lot around here, I think.
Now, you're definitely from Rochdale. We were all talking before we started filming, saying you've got like the most Rochdale accent in the world ever. Everyone knows you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you were, brought up and stuff like that, where you went to school.
Literally round the corner, well, up the road from here. Went to Alderhill, high school, and then did performing arts in Bury College for, getting my diploma there. And then, I'm in university at the moment at the Arden in Manchester, and I'm doing vocal studies and performance.
We're going to talk more about the music you're into and stuff like that, who your influences, inspirations are, and of course where people may know you from playing in Rochdale shortly. But when did you start playing guitar? Tell us about your first memories of music and picking up a guitar.
Well, this was my dad's guitar, but every time I say that, he cringes because Leah, I don't play guitar. Basically, my dad bought this guitar because he had a bit of a phase where he wanted to play guitar, and I'd hear him doing this, just plucking on the guitar. And when I was little, I used to admire it. I used to be I'd sit at the top of the stairs and hear him, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, my dad's playing guitar, thinking that he's some amazing guitar player. And
here you are now performing in an arena.
Yeah. I taught myself to play guitar more or less in high school. It was probably the back end of high school. I picked up a guitar probably year 9-ish, so when I was about 14, 15, and just taught myself. I've never really had a guitar lesson.
You're going to do 3 songs for us today. You're going to do one cover, which you're going to do in a few minutes' time, and you're going to do 2 of your own songs. Yeah. Tell us about the first song you're going to do for us.
The first song I've literally just written. It's pretty much about, a breakup, but all the breakup songs that you hear from a girl's point of view are very much oh, it's really sad, I'm heartbroken, whereas I wanted to do one sort of from, I'm sad, but sack that,
So is this song like a personal experience thing, or have you just wrote the lyrics hoping it'd be relatable to people?
Yeah, more for it to be relatable to other people, not necessarily from me, but I just know a lot of people have been through stuff like this, and it's more I don't know, we can get through it instead of...
So a brand new song for Leah Fisher. Tell us what this is called.
This one is called Airport.
Let's have it. Leah Fisher.
Heat on the side of my face while I'm driving up to the airport. Yes, while I'm thriving. Cold dark roads leading up to the wrong way. Picturing where I'm gonna be by Sunday. Hey, 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 hey. Walking through the doors trying to get a quick look in. Where am I gonna go? What am I gonna throw up in? Too many shots, now I'm paying for the pleasure. Running after you is too difficult to measure. Hey, 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 hey. I'm sick of wanting you to stay. I'm gonna splash your cash and pay. Yeah, you hurt me bad, but look at who is crying now. Pictures on the sunrise, just me, myself, don't need none of your lies. Yeah, you hurt me bad, look at who is crying now. Yeah, you hurt me bad, but look at who is crying now. Time to board the plane, wondering if I'll ever get there. 6 million shops, I've been here before, I swear. Running in circles feels like a deja vu of the time I was chasing after you. Hey, 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 hey. I'm sick of wanting you to stay. I'm gonna slash your cash and pay. Yeah, you hurt me bad, but look at who is crying now. Pictures on the sunrise, just me, myself, don't need none of your lies. just you by yourself. I'm too good at goodbyes. Yeah, you hurt me bad. Look at who is crying now. Yeah, you hurt me bad, but look at who is crying now.
The brilliant sounds of Leah Fisher. Thank you, Leah. Now, we mentioned earlier on in the interview, obviously a lot of people know you from playing around venues in Rochdale. Tell us a little bit more about that, where people can find you normally, and, you know, before the pandemic kicked in, where people would have seen you playing.
So I've played quite a lot in Rochdale. I've done quite a few gigs for the Flying Horse, and I've done a lot of charity stuff for Spring Hill Hospice, including like the Summer Serenades. And I've actually sang at the Mayor's inauguration a couple of years ago. And I've done a few gigs in Manchester at places like the Flower and Flagon and the Fab Cafe.
You do covers, you do your own original material as well. Is there anywhere people can listen to any of your original material?
Not at the moment, no. I'm hoping to get some things released in the near future.
Well, we look forward to that. Your next song you're going to do for us is a cover. Tell us what cover song you're going to do for us and why you've chosen this particular song.
I'm going to do Ironic by...
Alanis Morissette.
Yes, I cannot
We had
say
this
it.
conversation before and you were struggling saying it. That's what you were.
I chose this song because I absolutely love the lyrics. In my own songs, that's my favourite part about writing an original song is the lyrics of it, and I think the lyrics are absolutely genius in this song, so I just love it.
Well, we really can't wait for you to do it. Your take on the brilliant Alanis Morissette song, Iconic. Inside the Arena, this is Leah Fisher.
An old man turned 98. He won the lottery and then died the next day. It's a black flight in a Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Play it safe, was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase and kissed his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as that plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figured? Well, life is a funny way of sneaking up on you when you think everything's okay and everything's going right. Life has a funny way of helping you out when you think everything's gone wrong. Everything blows up in your face. A traffic jam when you're already late. A no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams and meeting his beautiful wife. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Well, life has a funny way of sneaking up on you. Life has a funny way of helping you out.
Inside the Arena, Leah Fisher with her take on the great Alanis Morissette song and Iconic Soul. Leah, we've had a year without gigs because of the pandemic and stuff like that. Nobody's been able to see you. Have you continued playing music over the last year, or have you had a year off from it?
I have. I've actually done quite a few online live gigs with the Flying Horse. I've done a couple for Glastonbury Virtual, the Bury version. And yeah, I've tried to keep as much in it as possible. Obviously, motivation dips and everything dips. I'm sure that's the same for everybody. But yeah, I've tried to keep going and keep doing stuff.
So going forward, you say you want to get some of your own material recorded and down for people to look forward to. What about gigs? Things do seem to look like they're going back to some sort of normality now. Have you got any gigs lined up towards the end of the year, or?
I haven't, not yet, but I'm definitely going to get some booked in.
If people do want to find you on social media anyway, are you easy to find?
I'm on Facebook, Leah Fisher, singer-songwriter, and I've also got an Instagram account, LeahMusic_X.
We'll remind everyone of that in a minute again, but you're going to do one more song for us today before you go, another one of your own original compositions. Tell us about this.
So this one's called The Lights. As I see it, it's me sat on my bed looking out of my window at night and all of the lights across the hills. Ever since I was little, anytime I'm upset or stressed, like I'll just look outside my window and seeing all the lights on the hill, that's always calmed me down. And that's just me. It's basically just me looking out of my window and writing a song about
So it's
that.
a very personal song to you.
Yeah.
Well, let's have it, your final song for us today, Inside the Arena. This is Leah Fisher.
Late at night, I'm sat on my bed, daydreaming about the day ahead. Oh, trying to rest, but my head's a closed chain, latched onto my window pane. Hey, sparkling in the distance, these random lights, no order, no pattern, they just appear in the night. That one pair of headlights heading down a road at 3 in the morning, trying not to explode. They've always intrigued me, the moving lights that always appear in the middle of the night. My midnight thoughts forever wander whether the lights upon the hill are people getting stronger. A heartbroken girl on a late night drive, a married man waiting for his wife to arrive. Sparkling in the distance, these random lights, no order, no pattern, they just appear in the night. That one pair of headlights heading down the road at 3 in the morning, trying not to explode. They've always intrigued me, the moving lights that always appear in the middle of the night. Clusters of lights create a glowing warmth, but the ones with my attention are the ones that seem uninformed, swallowed by darkness. Just a single light that stand alone in the dead of night. Sparkling in the distance, these random lights, no order, no pattern, they just appear in the night. That one pair of headlights
Inside the Arena, that is the third and final song on tonight's edition from Leah Fisher. Leah, thank you so much. Obviously, when gigs start happening back again, you know, people will be able to find you all over Rochdale places, you know, bars and clubs in Rochdale. And also, like you say, you want to get some original material recorded as well. Once again, if we could just remind everyone of where people can find you across the socials.
So on Facebook, I'm Leah Fisher, singer-songwriter. And on Instagram, I am LeahMusic_X.
Leah, thank you so much. You have been watching Inside the Arena, Sweetmore's live sessions. A massive thank you to the brilliant Leah Fisher from Rochdale for doing this tonight. Thank you to LLH Productions for putting all of this together. Thanks to Sam and Louis for making sure it all looks and sounds good as well. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, please continue to support new local unsigned music like Leah. And we'll be back at the same time next week for another Inside the Arena. Don't forget, if you want to get involved or you know someone that does, email us, dave.sweetmore@rochdaleafc.co.uk. But once again, thank you to Leah Fisher and thank you for watching. We'll see you again same time next week for another Inside the Arena live session.